I didn't recognize myself.
Really?
I didn't recognize myself as a binge eater. I didn't recognize myself as a low-grade anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned that here.
Wow.
And actually, my counselor, when he told me that, just real matter-of-factly, and I said, I'm sorry, I can't stay still. I'm always fidgeting. He goes, oh, that's okay, sweetheart. That's low-grade anxiety. And I was so upset. And then I was like, why are you upset? You just identified something that you never knew in your life.
It's good to have a name for something.
You know, because if you have a name for something, you can work with it, you can deal with it, you can go through it and beyond.
Right.
The overeating, I never saw myself as that.
Wow.
Never. And then when he told me that, I was, same thing. I was like, how dare you? And then I was like, why are you acting like that? You know, you're the one that stuck it in your mouth.
No, I can see it right away.
It's like we were saying in our counseling sessions, the doctor fixed the stomach, but here they fixed your head because
your head
it's
and
too
your heart.
Yes.
Yeah.
I made some friendships here that since the day we've left, we have an ongoing text that's been going on for months. And matter of fact, I was texting them right now saying I'm coming to this. There's another lady that's going to be interviewing, and they're our support group. And now we're hearing it's going to be additional support for alumni. I mean, we're like, we can't wait.
And we'll be waiting at the door.
Yes.
I know you know exactly how I feel. You've been there.
Yes.
You've been through the surgery. You've been through all the pre-op stuff. You know exactly.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, because it's almost like there was nobody else you could identify with.
Right.
Because they're like, well, just stop eating. You know, that's not it. It's way beyond that.
Have you had people tell you, oh, you took the easy way out? This is the hardest thing I've ever done.
That's what I told them. I said, no, it's not the easy way out. Because you diet. That's a start, that's an end. This is the rest of my life.
Mm-hmm.
And if I don't maintain it, I blew it. And the whole reason for me to do this was to not be diabetic anymore. And I have not had any diabetes medication since April 7th. I was on 3 different insulins and pills and nothing now.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
That's great.
I know. I was like, because so much of my family, so many people in my family have died from diabetes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I was like, I don't want to go that way. I have a son, and I want to witness his life. And coming here, I'm able to do that.
Yeah, I want to set a good example for my children. They both have eating issues and food issues as well. And I wanted to be able to help them with that. And I'm finding that the way for me to do that is to just be how they've taught me how to be and not really preach it and, you know, show them all this stuff. It's to let them see me as an example. When I came here, I could not see the blue sky out the window. I mean, all I could see was just a dirty window. It's an entire different mindset. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. You don't want to live. It's not that you're suicidal, but you just don't want to participate in life.
And you're miserable, just absolutely miserable and hopeless. At least I was when I walked in
mentally and
here.
Physically.
And just completely beaten down. And it's like, if this doesn't work, nothing's going to work. And I'm at the very bottom of everything here. And this is my last chance. That's how it felt.
That's how I felt as well.
And I feel like I've blossomed since then. I feel like a flower that's blossomed. I mean, I know that's kind of cliche and really silly, but it's true.
I just saw one of my counselors and she's like, you look happy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, beyond means. You know, I was crying with her in the hallway because it's like, when I was growing up and I was overweight and everything, I wanted to be invisible. And I made sure I was invisible. You know, because you have a lot of people saying, well, just put the fork down. Well, don't do this and don't do that. Well, now that I've been through the whole course of the program from beginning to end, I love Zumba. I never thought I could do it. At first, you don't have no balance or anything, but, you know, you work up to it.
Uncoordinated.
Uncoordinated big time. And then you learn your triggers. You learn tools so you know how to maintain yourself, not only physically but mentally. If you see, it sounds silly, but until you've been through the program, if you see yourself working up to a frenzy, you know how to handle it and how to back off of it. Because if not, it's like, whoa, Oreos, here I come. You know, like I used to tell my other counselor, when it was going bad, all I could hear was a disco in the refrigerator. You open it up and they're like, Becky, you know, and it's like, forget it. And now I can reframe affirmations.
We have different tools that we can use to, we don't have to go there anymore. It's a real freeing feeling.
And they taught us different methods. Other tools we can use, and some of the stuff I was suggested, I was like, really, come on. But then I thought, why not?
Try it.
Everything so far has been working, and sure enough, it's been working. You know, and I'm happy. And in my professional life, of course, when you're working, you know, you have your own voice. But in my personal life, I have a voice, and I never did before. Because it's like, you didn't want to participate. You were just here, you know.
I almost didn't feel worthy enough to participate. There was that mindset that I had to struggle through. And ultimately, I am worthy. And what makes me worthy isn't the number on the scale. It's all the pieces of me that I bring to the world.